Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're watching The Big Bang Theory. This is the 7th episode of the 2nd season. Hope you guys have been enjoying it so far. If you'd like to watch today's full episode, it is available for free in the link in the description below. Just click on it, put the password in, and enjoy. So last episode, it's basically all about Sheldon. You know, somebody was really obsessed with basically one of his theories that he's wrote, and you know, they come and he asked him a couple of questions, said that could they have a dinner date, you know, come to his apartment, he was pampering him, feeding him, always making sure that he was on his research, not having any time with his friends really. You know, Leonard, Raj and Howard was going out paintballing, playing Halo, you know, they was going for food, Thai food, and you know, she wasn't really letting him go out. You know, she was basically I won't say bullying him to do his studies, but basically she was like, look mate, you know, science is never going to progress if you don't actually sit down and do your working out. Now, interestingly, she was quoting some of his own quotes against him, which makes it hard for actually you to do anything. Have you ever been in a situation before where you've actually done something or said something and then somebody said, hang on, like, didn't you say this? And you're like, oh, do you know what? I did say it. I can't really argue with myself, can I really, when I've been putting this out into the world, you know, certain things here and there. And that was basically Sheldon's position. And he felt kind of trapped, to be honest. She wouldn't leave. She was staying in his apartment. Every time he got up and spoke to Leonard and spent a little time away from doing his scientific experiments, you know, she pulled him back into it. But actually, successfully for him, it actually worked. He managed to actually do his equation, successfully done it, and basically in return she was asking could they call the theorem basically their names, you know, Cooper and I can't remember what hers was. That was the end of the line for her, mate. She got sent right out of that apartment. We've seen it before. Sheldon don't want to share with nobody. He wants all the glory for himself. And after, obviously, she's come in, she's made him focus and do it and achieve what he wanted to do. He's cast her out. Which, you know, at the end of the day, she didn't really do anything, did she? All she done is supplied him with food and told him to focus. She didn't really contribute to the theorem at all. So, that was interesting. But hopefully we get more of the group in today's episode. Thanks for checking it out. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. If you do, please smash a like. Really helps out. Subscribe if you do. And as always, let's jump into today's episode.
Time. All right, Klingons, pencils down.
I have Pach.
Got it.
Pach. Yep.
Have it.
I have Chor,
Got it.
Nechmach,
Yeah.
and Kreplach.
Klingon, it's Yiddish for meatful dumpling.
Hey guys, I need to use your TV.
What's wrong with your TV?
I don't know, it just died. I'm getting a bunch of static.
Did you pay your cable bill?
You sound just like the cable company.
Must watch them muted with closed captions, please.
Fine.
All right, Boggle Warriors. Kapla.
Look at those women.
They're gorgeous.
Oh, Worf. Nice. Too bad that's a proper noun.
That's the future Mrs. Wallowitz. With her head in the lap of, what a coincidence, it's the future Mrs. Wallowitz.
Is Chibehe spelled with a or a ko?
That's Anais. None of the other girls in the house like her.
House? What house?
They all live in a house together.
A house where? You're telling me that I'm within driving distance of a house filled with aspiring supermodels? And they live together and shower together and have naked pillow fights?
Pencils down. I have Loch, Mach, and Cherch. Anybody got those?
You know what, right? Is that basically like the UK TV programme Countdown, where literally it can have a vowel, can have a consonant, another vowel, and then obviously you get like 8 letters, and then obviously you got to spell your words out, and it's whoever can come up with the longest or most punctual word. I don't even know. You know, I think it's use the more characteristics in it. So if you lay out 10 letters and I got a word with 5 and you had a word with 8, you get the points. You know what I'm saying, like that. Basically, it seems like that's what they're playing. But also, have you ever been in a situation before where, like, either your girlfriend is watching a program and you thought, a reality TV show? Nah, mate, I don't want to watch that. The Kardashians, get that away. And then, like, next minute, you're like, oh, decent, what's Kendall doing? Oh, mate, look at that beef between Courtney and Kim. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've been in that situation. Surely many other people have been in that stuff as well. Like, I don't want to be interested in the show at all, but then obviously the spouse is watching it and, like, you're kind of looking at it on the side and then you start knowing all the characters and loving it. Oh, I always get hooked on it, me. Just like I was saying.
Did I miss anything? Did they kick Giselle off?
Not yet, but her underwater photo shoot was an embarrassment.
What are you doing?
Marking the star positions and physical landmarks so we can find the house of the supermodel.
That's well creepy, that, isn't it?
Isn't it obvious every week they kick out a beautiful girl, making her feel unwanted and without self-esteem? AKA the future Mrs. Howard Wolowitz.
Hey guys, what'd I miss?
Giselle's hanging by a thread.
Oh, good. I hate her.
We have to suffer through this transparently manipulative pseudo-reality again?
Yes.
At least put it on mute.
Sheldon's onion ring, just put it back.
It's
She
one
touched it.
onion ring.
Put it back before he comes. Deny, people, wall of silence.
Who touched my foot?
Penny did it.
Why would you do that?
I don't know. I was hungry. What's the big deal?
The big deal is that nobody touches food on my plate. You have 2 strikes. 3 strikes and you're out.
All right, yeah, I'll play along. What was my first strike?
March 18th, you violated my rule about forwarding email humor.
Come on, everybody loves lol cats. They're cute and they can't spell because they're cats.
Don't worry, they only stay on your record for a year.
I was gonna say that. How long did he stay there
You can
for?
get them removed early, but you have to take his class.
Penny, I wish I could be more lenient with you, but since you've become a permanent member of our social group, I have to hold you to the same standards as everybody else. You're sitting in my spot.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
See, here's the thing. After you leave, I still have to live with him.
I don't care. I'm taking a stand. Banished? What the hell kind of crap is that?
Don't worry, I'll talk to him.
Yeah, you do that.
Just so I know, would you be open to taking his class?
Is it like me, like in the UK? Sometimes if you get a speeding ticket or something, instead of getting points in your license, which that do you even have that in the US? Like, so for example, in the UK, if you get 12 points, you lose your license, and like you can get like 6 points for running a red light, or speeding. Which I mean, obviously, there's severe offences, but like, you know, if you run 3 red lights, that means you got no license, literally gone, and they stay on your record, like they were saying now, how long does it last? For like 5 years as well, and your insurance goes up and everything, the premiums, it's crazy, and it's. You know, it's interesting because obviously you go to the classes and sit down and sit through the courses, and then obviously it gets removed or something, and that's like your pre-warning. Next time it's obviously a strike on the board, but again, do you know what I mean? Sheldon there, he was putting his food in the bin because she touched it, and it was the area, the vicinity around it, anything that could have been contagious around, he threw away. But then that's technically a waste, isn't it? You might as well give it to Penny. Like, I never understand that with like restaurants and stuff like that as well. Like, they'll make something and you're like, well, you know, sorry, that was wrong. Oh, I'll put it in the bin. It's like, well, don't put it in the bin. You know what I mean? Like, give it someone, go outside, give it a homeless person, let me have it. You know what I mean? Like, you done it wrong. I was just saying, I want this one, what I actually paid for, but don't throw it away. It's literally a waste. You know what I mean? And that's what he done there. Somebody else could have bet it.
So based on our triangulation, we've narrowed down the location of the top model house to 3 square miles in the Hollywood Hills.
Are you insane? You're not gonna party with him. You're not even gonna get anywhere near that place.
That's what they said to Neil Armstrong about the moon.
No one said anything of the kind to Neil Armstrong. The entire nation dedicated a decade of effort and treasure to put a man on the moon.
Okay, let me guess. Quesadilla with soy cheese for the lactose intolerant Leonard.
Thank you.
Shrimp Caesar salad with no almonds for the highly allergic kosher only on the high holidays Howard. And for our suddenly back on the Hindu wagon Raj, meat lovers pizza, no meat. Oh, I didn't tell you? You're banished from the Cheesecake Factory.
You can't do that. Not only is it a violation of California state law, it flies directly in the face of Cheesecake Factory policy.
But here's the thing. I talked to Sheldon, and he feels terrible. So just apologize to him, okay?
What? I'm not gonna apologize to that nutcase, guys, but I'm not gonna apologize for something I didn't do.
Well, actually, technically, you did do it.
Salad, here's your pizza, and thanks to Sheldon's heated discussion with my manager, 1 barbecue bacon cheeseburger, barbecue sauce, bacon, and cheese on the side.
There's the house. I found America's top models.
Are you sure?
Look, on the roof, Anais and Giselle are sunbathing.
You can recognize people on Google Earth?
Of course not. I got a buddy of mine at NORAD to have a spy drone fly over. It was already targeted to poke around a nuclear reactor in Siberia. I took it an hour out of its way.
Greetings, hamburger toucher. This recorded message is alerting you that I am putting an end to your parasitic piggybacking upon our Wi-Fi.
I reiterate, knuckle under.
Oh, no. It is on. I am gonna introduce your friend to a world of hurt.
Need to neuter the nerd. I can get you back online.
There, see? Problem solved.
Hello, puny insects. As a consequence of your efforts to circumvent my will, everyone is awarded 1 additional strike.
What are you complaining about? I'm the one who has to take the class again.
I want to see this class. The thing is, right, I would just knuckle down. It's like your parents say, just say sorry. you don't mean it, you just do it. Get it out of the way, it's done and dusted. Especially if you're piggybacking off somebody's Wi-Fi. My Wi-Fi is like 60 quid a month or something. Like, to be fair, it's a rip-off. But, like, it's decent, it's fast. But, like, what I'm saying is, I mean, if I could have get my Wi-Fi for free, all I had to do is say sorry. Mate, I'd be doing it every day. I'd be saying, so I'd knock on the door, sorry. And then, like, every day, mate. Like, so I could get some free stuff.
Time to do your laundry, huh? Every Saturday at 8:15. Easy to anticipate. If something were to prevent you from doing your laundry on Saturday at 8:15, you might find it unpleasant. Knuckle under my ass. Oh no. Are all the machines taken?
I'll just do my laundry another night.
Another night? Well, I guess you can try, but deep inside your heart, you'll know that laundry night is always Saturday night. Sheldon! Sheldon! Sheldon!
Yes?
Where are my clothes? Yes, I left them in the washers, and when I went down to get them, they were gone.
Despite the sign that says do not leave laundry unattended, I happened to gaze out the window, and a brassiere caught my eye.
How the hell did you get them up on that telephone wire?
When you understand the laws of physics, Penny, anything is possible.
This has gotten way out of hand. Okay, I've done some stupid things, you've done some stupid things. How about we just call it even and move on with our life?
Hey, you guys are talking again. Good. What do you do?
I had no choice, Leonard. She ruined laundry night.
Mwah, ha, ha.
Telephone wires can't electrocute you, can they?
No. Look, this has to stop.
Oh, no, no, no. It is just beginning.
Sheldon's kryptonite.
But this?
Well, what is it, mate? I'm well interested. It's based something so silly.
For the record, what you guys are doing is really creepy.
You know
I
what?
said that before, innit? It is
We
creepy.
use the internet, military satellites, and robot aircraft to find a house full of gorgeous young models so that I can drop in on them unexpectedly. Then fine, I'm creepy.
Hi, Mom. How are you? But, Mom, she keeps sitting in my spot. No, that's not fair. Why should I have to apologize? Yeah, I really don't think this is the kind of thing Jesus concerns himself with. No, you're right. I don't really know what Jesus thinks about. Did you tell on me?
I already have 2 strikes.
Penny, here's your laundry. I rescind your strikes, and you are no longer banished.
Good night, Sheldon.
Penny,
Who told you?
well played.
Thank you.
Just remember, with great power comes great responsibility.
Can I help you?
Yes, we're here to fix the cable.
I think we have satellite.
That's what I meant.
Oh. Okay, come on in.
Oh, Mrs. Wallowitz.
They are creepy, aren't they? Me, I would just love to see him go on a date. Honestly, I've said this consistently. Like, did he have somebody earlier on in season 1 or something that was staying with him? I think it was Penny's friend or something that you would call it, you know, from back home when she come to stay, and they ended up sleeping with each other, didn't she? Her and Howard, and then he went to his mum's and she kicked him out and he was arguing and stuff like that. But like, again, we never really got to see them together, you know, spending time, and I would love it. To be honest, I would love The Chase. I like, not the TV programme here in the UK, like The Chase of Howard seeing a woman physically doing what he does to Penny, where he's always kind of like hitting on her and she kind of palms him off, and then he's always there and he's consistent, and then she says, yeah, go on a date. He's like, really? We can go on a date? And then they go out and then it goes bad and then he goes back and then he has a good one and they progress. That would be the best, for me, like, thing for his character, because his character's always this horny guy who's obsessed with women, which is fine, you know what I mean? So he's funny as well, but like, that's him, you know. Barney Stinson had that in How I Met Your Mother, you know. He was like a rich, good-looking dude, always obsessed with the women, and like, he was always going through it. And I would love to see it here with him getting a relationship or on a chase and trying actually, you know, give him some storylines with women, because he's always chasing them. I'd love to see it happens when somebody accepts him and wants to date him. That would be so good. That's going to wrap up today's episode. Thanks so much for checking out the channel today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. So we had another kind of Penny Sheldon episode, which is really interesting because I feel like this is like the third one maybe that we've had this season, and it's only quite short as well. We're only 7 episodes in, so they spent a lot of time together, friends, now frenemies, you know what I mean? Back to being friends at the end. And, you know, everybody's kryptonite is their parents, innit? The mum ringing, shouting at you. You just go and you do what your mum says. Everybody does it, and he's gone in and he's apologised. It's interesting that he's obviously got a 3-strike system for his friends, and you could take a class if you get too many of them to obviously knock one off the board. It's interesting that, you know, YouTube has the strikes on as well. Mate, I've had videos where struck down, I mean, YouTube account's nearly been, you know, suspended, like actually wiped off because like a music was playing in the back, like there, like there's a bit of music with, you know, with them going to that house when they're walking in, they'll flag that a copyright, you know what I mean? And it's crazy, really, the algorithm, what it picks up. And I've experienced some of these copyright strikes or whatever's like these are doing in today's episode myself, where you got to go to classes. So that was interesting with them. Now, again, I feel like it's a good progression in terms of relationship building between them two, even though it was like a love-hate in today's episode. I would just love more time being spent with mixed, or crossed with the characters. So maybe Lennon and Howard, and obviously Raj and Sheldon. We don't always have to be the same people. And we either do that or we do relationships. You know what I mean? Like, again, I was saying a minute ago, it'd be so good to see if somebody showed a bit of interest in Howard, see how he'd actually react. But I'm sure that's going to come. We're only really close into it. You know, we're 2 seasons in. How many have we got? 13, 14 seasons of this? Madness, mate. We got such a long way to go. So maybe we do get our wishes in the end. But that's where we currently are. Thanks for wrapping up today's episode. If you did enjoy it, please smash a like. Really helps out. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.